Now the most important interview today, because now you're going to meet the person behind the camera. I'm talking about Charlie. Charlie is not only a podcaster, an entrepreneur, but he's also a doctor and he has a PhD. That's why we call him Charlie PhD. How you doing, bro?
Hey Mario, how are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm loving the shades.
Yes, thank you, thanks.
Nice, nice. So tell me, how are you an entrepreneur, a podcaster, but you also have a PhD? How do you find time to do all those things?
Honestly, I got lucky because I started my entrepreneurial journey during the end of my PhD. So
okay.
I was writing my thesis, so it was perfect timing for me to do something different.
Okay, what are your services? Because I know you have a podcast, but you also offer people the place to do the podcast and the editing and everything. So please tell me about your services.
So absolutely. So the way I see it is a sandbox. So we can do a podcast, we can do YouTube videos, we can do short form for Instagram, TikTok. We can move, like today we're on the move. So the idea is to showcase as best as possible the client in their best context.
And when did you start doing that?
So 3 years ago, during the pandemic, I was bored. Research stopped because of COVID. Obviously, not COVID-related research.
Okay.
I was like, what the hell? It's not fair. Like COVID research, you work, but I do something different. Like I do cancer research. It's as important as COVID research.
Yeah.
But we had to stop. So I was like, you know what? Like people got starting to get afraid of the COVID virus, the vaccine. So I was like, you know what? I want to try something different. So I started making videos, then a podcast, interviewing scientists, and then I was like, I need to stop this, open my own studio.
That's super cool, man. So you started talking about medicine, COVID, cancer, and all those stuff, and then you found, you fell in love with the technical part.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That's super cool. And now tell me about your career as a doctor and your PhD. What did you focus on?
So I focus on a theme that we call epigenetics. So for beginners, how I explain it is that our genes is a recipe book. But this gene is everywhere in our body, the same. So, but you have bones, muscles, brain, like tissue cells. So how is it possible the same book brings different type of cells? That's what we call epigenetics. It's like a booklet in the recipe book that you put. So obviously that muscle cells won't do genes or produce recipe that the brain cell need, right?
Of course,
so
it's different.
It's different.
Yeah. So if you see my genetic code, you can say the tendencies that I have to develop things or be faster or develop muscle easier or be more intelligent.
Absolutely, and this is the beauty of it. Epigenetic is not the change in the genetic code, it's the change of those marks in the booklets. And something really fascinating is sometimes it's transmitted not from the parent to the kid, from the grandma or the granddad to the kid.
It can stay in there. That's amazing. So if people want to know more about this, Charlie, or if they want to hire you to do a podcast or some content, where can they reach you?
So Dr. Charles Hamzy, PhD on Instagram. Just reach out and it's gonna be fun.
Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to talking to you.
Nice talking, always, Mario.
Seguimos aquí en B1 Radio.
Yes.